Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I think I've decided to just, not slingshot around Eve, because I can get an escape here with just 163 meters per second. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That shouldn't be too bad. So we're going to go ahead and execute this node. And no, I didn't use the MechJeb return from a moon, as you can probably see. I was just experimenting around with that. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Is this not actually... Why is this not actually doing anything? Abort node execution. Execute next node. There we go. MechJeb was just bugging out a little bit. Excellent. Okay, so this entire burn will happen within the influence of Gilly. And then that'll push us out here, which will escape from Eve, theoretically, for just 163.9 meters per second. So that's excellent. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll have another almost 5,000 meters per second, well, 4,500 meters per second in order to get home. So that should be good, theoretically. And this should get us like 1,000,000 science for recovering all this. Basically enough to get whatever we want, I think. Ish. Okay, so MechJeb will be executing this right now. Fantastic. Now I'm going to go ahead and time warp this up, because this will be a bit of a lengthy burn. There we go. I mean, it's not a super lengthy burn, like some of them are going to be. Excellent. Okay. So now we just need to warp to the Eve escape. Yeah, you can stop interrupting the warps. There you go. Warp here. Excellent. Okay, goodbye, Eve. We're not going to be sending any more Kerbals to you anytime soon. We're going to be sending a rover there pretty soon, though. So that'll be, interesting. Okay, so we should probably... Oops, I just hit the wrong button and canceled the auto warp. We should probably go ahead and warp here. And then let's set Kerbin as our target. So that's only a 2-degree inclination difference, so that's nice. We're going to go ahead and keep on warping up a bit until we hit our escape, which will be right now. Excellent. Okay, so next we need to, let's see, which direction are we going? Looks like we're going this way. So at the descending node here, we are going to change our inclination to be equal to Kerbin's inclination. This is going to cost a fair amount of delta V over the sun. It's a bit unfortunate, but we're actually pretty close as it is. So 385.3 delta V. We'll execute that. That is going to cut into our delta V considerably, but I mean, it's not the worst. Estimated burn time of 1 minute 32 seconds. Okay, so we're going to be warping on over there. That node will be in 85 days. And then we're simply going to use a home-in transfer to target from MechJeb to try to get as efficient of a transfer as we can. That's pretty much all there is to it. We gotta get our efficiency up there. Interesting that we're inside of Eve's orbit, but it's outrunning us a bit. Oh, now we're catching up. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get our inclination correct. Very soon now. And the burn will begin momentarily. Excellent. I mean, we do still have mostly full fuel tanks. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and physics warp up for this burn, since it's like a 2-minute long burn. There we go. Okay. So, once we get this inclination correct, our orbit is already mostly circular, so that's good. And then we're just simply going to home and transfer to target. Yeah, our eccentricity is a little wacky. Well, how wacky is our eccentricity? Let's find out. Not that wacky, actually. I'm not sure I agree that our eccentricity is 0.6. Let's check here. Eccentricity is 0.02. Let's try refreshing this. Okay. I think MechJeb is just kind of confused. Let's focus our view on Kerbal, remove all nodes. Okay, MechJeb is just broken, I think. Let's try creating this node and see what happens. Must select a target. Set as target. Okay, now MechJeb is less broken. Okay, that's actually not bad. Let's go ahead and execute that. I mean, we're coming in at a wacky angle, but that's actually fine. Yeah, this is only taking 880 delta V. We're gonna have to do another orbit, but I'm sure they're fine. They've already been in this capsule for 2 years. What's another year? Oh, these poor Kerbals. These poor Kerbals. Just wait till we go to Duna. Or even better, just wait till we land someone on Dress. Or landing someone on Elu. Oh boy. But we're actually getting, I mean, kinda close. Once we have our rover on Eve, then we have the inner solar system all done. And then we can just do 3 things on Duna. I don't believe Dress has a moon. And then we can do like a million things in the Jool system. And then like just the one thing in the Elu system. Overall, this is actually going extremely well, and we've gone to a lot of places that I've never gone to before already. So this is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. This burn will be happening here in another 10 days. Make that 2 days. Make that 5 hours. Make that 1 hour. Okay, this burn will be happening momentarily. It's going to be a 3-minute burn. But it's going to only burn 880 meters per second. Like, a 3-minute burn... I mean, that might be right-ish. Heavy on the ish. Yeah, 5-minute burn. That's more like it. Okay. So our braking burn, once we actually get back to Kerbal here, is going to be kind of intense, but honestly, it looks like it's not going to be too bad. This thing isn't... This thing is just a little hyperbolic. It's not, you know, like a straight line or anything. We're going to be able to brake pretty efficiently, I think. So this won't be too bad. I was pretty concerned about the Delta V on getting back, but I do believe we're fine. All we gotta do is get in orbit, and then we could do a rescue mission, but I don't think we're even gonna need that. I think we're gonna have spare Delta V. Which to me is a bit surprising, considering I've never done a return trip from an interplanetary object before. 100 more Delta V. Let's do this. Hopefully MechJeb doesn't fail this. And it didn't. That's pretty much exactly what I expected. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up our braking maneuver. This is not the direction that I wanted to go. Let's go ahead and set up our braking maneuver. There we go. And I mean, that's a reasonable amount of Delta V, to be sure. 96 kilometers? I like it. Execute that node. 1000 Delta V. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of Delta V. Just tons and tons of fuel. to the point where we're going to be able to make this a really, really safe re-entry. Don't have to do anything risky. So much fuel left. This is absurd. Why was I worried? Maybe I should have looked at a Delta V chart. Ah, Delta V charts are overrated. That looks kind of funny. At what is this, 1 million X time warp? 100,000 X. That's just kind of dizzying. Okay, so this burn will be happening quite soon. Where are we currently? We are currently quite close to Kerbal, actually. Can probably... yeah, there it is. Right there. Can see it now. Excellent. And there's Moon. Hello, Kerbal. We are going to be braking very, very soon. And then the question becomes, where do we want to land? I mean, it's always a bit of an imprecise thing when I'm landing, because I tend to do heavy aero braking and such, and that's kind of difficult to predict. But, okay, here goes our braking burn. That's going to be like 5.5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and throttle on up. And by throttle up, of course, I mean increase physics warp, as usual. Our inclination is pretty wacky, but that's irrelevant, honestly. So the KSC is currently over here. We may have to wait for it to be in a proper location unless we change the inclination of this orbit, which would be a pretty high delta V maneuver to change the inclination here 90 degrees. I mean, yeah. That's going to be I mean, we're in a polar orbit. There's not much we can do about that. At least not with the delta V we've got left. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this braking finished up. We are now officially in orbit over Kerbal. What is this? We've escaped the gravitational influence of Gilly. Yes, we have. Excellent. Okay. Just about done with this burn. Then we're just going to do a quick circularization at the next periapsis that I don't feel like setting up because it's just a super, super simple maneuver. Create and execute. Fantastic. Okay. You guys are almost home. It's only been 3 years. Well, I hope they got along. It would be unfortunate if they just hated each other's guts from the get-go. But they probably did, if I know my Kerbals. Okay, so we are going, what, this direction? Yeah, we're going this direction. That's fine. KSC is currently here. I mean, we could just drop in this ocean over here. That would be fine. Just continue our retrograde burn once we finish up this maneuver. I don't see a problem with that. We'll just go up to 4x time warp. There we go. Yeah, I think we just go in to this ocean over here, call it a day. We're already relatively close. Ish. I mean, we could set up a node over here and see just what it would take to try to flip to an equatorial. It would be pretty wacky. Yeah. We don't have this kind of delta V. Look at that. 3,000 delta V just to go equatorial. That ain't happening. Okay, let's go to orbital, retrograde. And we're just going to keep on burning for right now. Just keep on dropping our periapsis down to about... maybe about 10k. There we go. 20k, 15. Good enough. Okay. surface velocity minus. We'll just burn off whatever else we can in Atmo. I think that these guys have incredibly terrible efficiency in atmosphere, these atomic motors. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm guessing that to be true. So, that's going to get, you know, exciting. We may as well not physics warp, but rather just time warp until we enter the atmosphere, which will be relatively soon. Right about now. Where are we exactly? Okay, we're pretty far south. But I'm going to just go ahead and burn off our horizon velocity as much as I can. I mean, we are at still 60 kilonewtons here. It's interesting. Wonder when that's going to start decreasing. I expected it to start going down immediately. Well, what is our vertical speed at? 100 meters per second. Let's just go to surface velocity minus at this point. It's still going to be primarily horizontal velocity, as evidenced by the fact that we're going at 2.1 kilometers per second horizontally, and vertically we're only going at 200 meters per second down. Are we still at 60 kilonewtons? We are. I'm just going to pin this on and put this up over here. I kind of want to see when that starts to drop. I mean, we do have another 5 minutes of burn here. That's fine, though. We're going to be ditching all of this relatively soon. Apparently, we're going to be landing in the ice cap. That's exciting. I mean, if we do, theoretically, maybe we don't ditch. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? We can also get an atmospheric analysis here. Let's go ahead and do that. Open up our service bay. Atmospheric analysis. There's very little atmosphere. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close that back up. Fantastic. We are not currently time warped. Good to know. We still have 4 minutes of burn on this engine. And it's still at 60 kilonewtons. That's very interesting indeed. The specific impulse is starting to decrease, though. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Yeah, now we're really starting to lose efficiency. 59.9 kilonewtons, 59.8. But any way we slice it, we are going to be landing on the ice cap, which is interesting because we've never done that before, so we're going to be able to get some extra science over here. Whoa, we're spinning. We are spinning. This is actually fine, though. We're going to be reducing our speed very, very quickly, so yeah, that's completely fine. There we go. We should be able to launch our drogue chutes very soon. In fact, we can right now. Where is our other drogue chute? Here it is. Excellent. And now, very soon, we'll be able to deploy our main chutes. Now we can. And we'll just deploy chute. Apparently those aren't linked. Lovely. Okay, where are all of those? Here we go. Deploy chute. Deploy chute. And deploy chute. And I'm going to go ahead and extend these and make an autosave quick, or rather a quick save. And we'll see if we can safely land this thing with just parachutes and our engine. I think we can. Like, we have a lot of chutes here. Let's go ahead and grab a crew report and a temperature scan and an atmospheric analysis once we open up our service bay. Atmospheric analysis? Why can't we do you? See, that's the barometer. Here we go. Ah! I never collected it. Okay. There we go. Let's see what speed this brings us down to as these chutes start to deploy. It is going quite low. We are coming down pretty quick still. But our main chutes haven't deployed yet. And we have 5 of those. So why haven't we run this yet, is the question. That's the computer flight unit. It was the one down here. Run the analysis. Keep that. Okay, 6 meters per second. That's good. Bob, we're going to quick save. Go ahead and hop out. EVA report. Yeah, it's a precarious situation. Well aware. Okay. And as we come down here, we are only moving at 7 meters per second, and I think we'll continue to slow down a little bit because the atmosphere will thicken slightly. With our engine, we can get down to 6.3. I'm going to wait on doing that, though. 16.8 kilonewtons. Yeah, very, very, very bad at sea level. We are getting pretty close to landing here. There we go. And let's see, 9.3 seconds if we didn't have our parachutes. I'm going to go ahead and warp up a bit. We should be basically at exactly sea level when we land. Oh, we can now see some detail down here. That's nice. Where is our shadow, though? Oh, well, the sun is way over there, so our shadow probably will not be very useful. Okay. Oh, we landed. I wasn't expecting to land at 36 meters, but hey, look at that. We managed to salvage some of the most expensive parts of our lander. And we get a whole bunch, or a whole suite of new science. So let's go ahead and run our crew report. Run our temperature scan. Yep, that's fine. Atmospheric pressure. Mystery goo. Seismic. Materials study. There we go. Okay. And we still need our atmospheric analysis, so let's go ahead and collect all of those. Let's run an atmospheric analysis. Let's have Bob hop out, grab an EVA report, and grab a surface sample. And I think that's everything. We could grab another seismic scan just to be on the safe side. Okay. Let's send these guys home. How much science did we get out of this? It better be a lot. 2,590 science earned. That's a lot of science. And we also recovered about 30,000 in funds. Not bad. Not bad. All of these guys advanced to level 4 because they got like 1,000,000 XP from that. Perfect. We've returned home from the surface of Gilly. We've returned home from a flyby of Gilly. We've returned home from orbit of Gilly. We've returned home from a flyby of Eve. We've returned home from orbit of Eve. And we've returned home from a flyby of the Sun. And we have returned home from orbit of the Sun. Excellent. And we received experimental data from the surface of Gilly. Excellent. Okay, so first things first. Let's spend a bunch of money and upgrade our R&D to the top level. There we go. Now we can get whatever R&D we want. These up here cost 1,000, so we can't obviously get all of the R&D. But we could grab like vectors if we wanted them. I don't think we need vectors right now. I think we are probably better off heading towards, where was I on propulsion? Here. We're going to go ahead and grab this. We're also going to go ahead and grab advanced science tech, probably, for the negative gravioli detectors. And I don't think we need that right now. Advanced unmanned tech, rendezvous and docking mech jeb automation. That would be kind of useful, but we haven't really done it. Ooh, the top tier relay antenna, though. That we should probably get. Okay. And then let's just fill out this entire row. There we go. And then we can get one thing from here. High power electrics for the Gigantor. I like it. Let's do it. Okay. Let's hop into mission control. Plant flag on Eve. Yeah, not gonna happen. Equatorial orbit of Minmus, lol. Science data from surface of the moon. We can do that. With our, if I recall correctly, our stationary science outpost. Let's see here. We don't need this window open. There we go. Where is our Geraldo Mark I light? Here he is. Fly. So let's just grab our science data here. Yes, this is our stationary research platform. We'll just grab a temperature scan. Transmit that. Actually, we might as well do pretty much all of these. I mean, we don't probably have the power. We might actually have the power. Mystery goo observation. Transmit. Yep. And a seismic scan. Transmit. Once that's done uploading, which it will be done right now, then we should be... Yep, we've got our contract complete. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode we will be doing something. I don't know, I hadn't thought this far ahead. Maybe we'll be landing a rover on Eve or something. Who knows? See you all next time.